Many people say they stay because a relationship feels safe. Safe enough to remain, safe enough not to disrupt their life, safe enough not to risk loss. But safety is a broad word, and not all forms of safety serve growth. There is a difference between emotional safety and emotional familiarity. Emotional safety allows honesty. It makes room for disagreement. It supports growth without threat. Emotional familiarity does something else. It reduces anxiety by repetition. It soothes because it is known. It feels comfortable because nothing is being challenged. The two can feel similar at first, but they lead to very different outcomes. Emotional familiarity often develops quietly. People learn each other's rhythms. They know what to expect. They stop being surprised. Nothing feels urgent. Nothing feels unstable. And over time, that calm can be mistaken for alignment. But familiarity does not automatically mean safety. Sometimes it simply means adaptation. People adjust to what is missing. They lower expectations without naming it. They become skilled at avoiding friction. What looks like peace can sometimes be unaddressed tension that has been managed rather than resolved. Emotional safety, on the other hand, is not always calm. It allows difficult conversations. It survives disagreement. It does not require silence to stay intact. In emotionally safe relationships, growth does not feel like a threat. Change does not feel destabilizing. Difference does not feel dangerous. This distinction matters because many high achieving people value stability. They work hard to create order in their lives, they avoid unnecessary disruption. So when something feels steady, the instinct is to preserve it. But steadiness is not the same as suitability. Emotional familiarity often protects comfort. Emotional safety supports development. One reduces anxiety by keeping things the same. The other reduces anxiety by making growth survivable. This is where people get stuck. They sense something is missing, but nothing feels obviously wrong. There is no conflict to point to, no crisis to justify change. So they stay, not because they are convinced, but because leaving would disturb a calm they have learned to live inside. Over time, the cost appears not dramatically, quietly, less curiosity, less expansion, less sense of becoming. And when people look back, they often struggle to explain what went wrong. Nothing collapsed, nothing exploded. They simply outgrew something that never grew with them. The question is not whether a relationship feels safe. The question is what kind of safety it offers. Does it allow you to be honest without fear? Does it make room for change without punishment? Does it support the future you are becoming, not just the present you have adapted to? Comfort can be convincing, familiarity can be soothing, but alignment asks a different question, not whether you can remain, but whether you can continue becoming. That distinction is subtle, and it matters more than most people realize.